Sometimes we can be our own worst enemy in an interview. The things we say can help or hurt our chances at landing that job. In this video, I'm going to share 6 things to never say in an interview. That's today's topic. Welcome to Ask the Resume Lady, Engineering Edition, your channel for career advice on resumes, interviews, negotiations, and more. Hi, I'm Diane Karczewski. I'm an engineering professional, and I enjoy sharing my advice so that others can grow in their career. If this sounds like information you'd like to see on a regular basis, great. Please subscribe to my channel and click that bell icon so that you get notified each time that I post a new video. All right, let's get to today's topic. In today's video, I want to discuss 6 things to never say during an interview. Because in an interview, you're trying to put your best foot forward, right? Yeah. And you're trying to convince that hiring manager that you are the right person for that role. And some of the things you're trying to get across are that you're qualified, you have the right skills, you have a great personality, and that you have passion for that role. So think about it. You've spent all this time preparing for the interview. It would really be a shame if some of the things that you said, either asked or made comments about, actually kick you out of the running. Yeah. Make sure you avoid some of these red flags when you go into an interview. All right. First one, being negative. Just don't do it. Stay positive. Here are a couple questions and comments that people make, and it doesn't help them out. One of them, I really hate my job. Although you might hate your job, this is not the time to talk about that, because then the hiring manager is probably thinking, well, when I hire them, are they going to hate working here too? Another comment people say is, my boss is the worst boss ever. Kind of on the same path. If you're sharing that to your potential new boss, they may think the same thing. My gosh, when they're working for me, are they going to think I'm the worst boss ever? Are they going to become negative and share their negativity with my team? I can't afford that. So these are things you want to avoid saying. Okay, so avoid being negative. Number 2, sharing personal items. Now what I mean by that is some of these things may be true, but it's not necessarily adding value at the time. Here are a couple comments that people say that aren't going to help you any. I don't have childcare lined up, but I know I'll get it by the time I start. That's probably true, but that casts doubt or concern that you might not be able to follow through and actually make it to work. Another one is, I don't have a car yet, but I will soon. Another one, don't give them any reason that you're not going to be able to make it to work due to transportation or whatever it is. So personal items. Number 3, oversharing. Now what I mean by that is sometimes in interviews people get nervous, and some people when they're nervous overshare. You're just giving way too much information that's not needed. So some of the things people have said in this situation are, I really need this job. You don't want to come across as desperate. It just doesn't translate well. It doesn't come across well. Another one is, I'll do whatever. That's not good, because the hiring manager is generally looking for somebody that has passion for this job and can take it and run with it so that they can manage other things. They don't need to constantly be checking in on you. So if you'll do whatever, you probably don't have the passion they're looking for this specific task. 4th area, lack of professionalism. And so in this case, I think some of the questions will speak for themselves. So somebody asks, what do you do with this company? If you're asking that company as you're walking through a tour, it really shows that you haven't researched the company and you're probably not really taking this serious. Here's another one. Do you mind if I take this call? No, you should have turned off your phone before going into that interview. Turn off all your alarms, turn down the volume, maybe even put it in airplane mode so that no texts come through, phone calls, any disturbances. Another one that shows lack of professionalism, it's on my resume. Yes, it may be on your resume, but as a hiring manager, they want to get to know you and they want to hear it from you. And they want, usually when you tell a story, you can really bring it to life and then it starts a conversation. Another one, using profanity or swear words. Never a good idea, especially in an interview. Here's another one. I increased our social following like 25%. So, those are filler words. You want to avoid that because it sounds like you're unsure, unaware. You really want to make sure you get some of those filler words out of your stories. All right. Another one is, I have an appointment after this. Are we almost done? That one just shows that you might not have done some really good time management. And so when you do have an interview, make sure you clear your calendar because you never know, it might run long. You might really enjoy it. They might enjoy you and they might say, hey, let's go out to lunch, or hey, let's go take a tour around the facility. And it may last longer than the scheduled half hour or 1 hour. You just never know. Give yourself time, all right? Okay, so the next section, acronyms. Don't use acronyms. So when you hear comments like, well, I compiled the ATS reports, blah, 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 blah. Unless you know for sure that it is an industry standard acronym, avoid it. Just spell it out. You can say ATS, but then follow up what it stands for. And then the last section I want to talk about is untimely comments. And what I mean about this is these are questions that are good, but they're just, the interview's not the right time. Okay, so here I'll explain. So how much does this job pay? Well, actually, you should let the employer bring that up first if at all possible. So it's not the time now. Another one, I have vacation scheduled in a few weeks. Is this going to be a problem? Well, it wasn't a problem a second ago, but it might be a problem now. Talking about vacation and schedules and all that good stuff, wait till you have an offer before you start negotiating and working through some of those issues. They're usually more than willing to work with you on your vacation. Just make sure you shift that question a little later in the timeline, okay? A lot of these all fall under that timing section of wait till you get an offer. When do I get vacation? How much vacation? Can I change the schedule of the start and stop times of the day? What's the benefit package? Can I work from home? A lot of these things, good questions, but wait until later. All right. So in closing, don't give the interviewer any reason not to hire you, okay? The things you do want to do are be confident and be positive. Those are my closing tips for you today. I hope you found value in today's video. And if you did, great. Drop me a note in the comments section below. If you need additional information, please check out these videos here. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe here. All right? Until next time, think confident, act confident, be confident.